Hi, how's it going? Tony here with just a couple of the questions I've been getting about the DDP Yoga classes that I've been offering. So here's a few of the frequently asked questions and the answers to those questions. Firstly, what is DDP Yoga? So most yoga is all very namaste, but DDP Yoga is all TNA, tone and attitude. Basically, it's a kick-ass cardio workout, but you're still standing still. So how does that work? So when you're doing cardio, like running or jogging or on the treadmill or on the cycle or dancing, you're moving your limbs kind of up and down, up and down, up and down, and that's contracting and expanding the muscles. And as you're contracting, as you're flexing that muscle, you're using the oxygen in the blood. So then your heart goes, send more oxygen. So when we do this, we're tensing up groups of muscles. So instead of on, off, we're just turning them on. And then that's requiring more blood, so your heart rate picks up the pace. Now, how hard you flex those muscles determines how much of a cardio workout you get. So DDP Yoga it was actually built and designed to repair broken bodies. The guy in the picture on the screen now, that's Diamond Dallas Page, the world champion wrestler. He put this system together in co with a guy called Dr. Craig Aaron. He's a chiropractor in the States, quite a big guy. So the thing about DDP Yoga is Diamond Dallas Page, he actually busted his back. He had to retire from wrestling. So using all his rehab sports therapy stuff that he was given to do to repair his back, and as well as throwing in some traditional fitness and the dynamic resistance stuff, which I'll get to in a second, and the yoga, that is how he came up with DDP Yoga. In fact, it repaired him so well that he went back to the ring and he won the world championship 3 times on the trot. So when I say about dynamic resistance, all that is, it's very simple. If you imagine that you are holding a dumbbell and you're down in the gym and you're holding a big dumbbell that weighs a ton, if you're lifting that, imagine that your hand is really, really shaking as you're lifting that up. Well, for a start, all that weight is putting stress on your joints. Well, in dynamic resistance, what you're doing is you're kind of making these movements, but you're kind of resisting it yourself, as though there's a big bungee cord stuck to the back of your hand. So then you find yourself shaking, but the only pressure you can put on is with your own muscles. So you're never going to put on too much pressure. Now, the stronger you get, the more pressure you'll be able to put on, and then the stronger you'll get again. So you make yourself strong. So you always have it set at just what's right for you. So, is it easy? I've been asked this so many times. Well, I've been getting massive results with it because I've been working really, really hard. I've lost a stone in 33 days, and to be honest, I've not been eating properly, not been eating very well at all. I've literally just come from downstairs eating a doner kebab and garlic bread with cheese and chips and garlic mayo. It's not good, but you set the pace, and if you do work hard at this, you can still get the results as well as eating crap like I have tonight. I must admit, though, I have been dieting during the week, so it's a bit of give and take. But let me tell you, you set the pace. If you feel that you need to back off a bit, that's what you do. You just back off. You're not in competition with everyone else. You're not trying to keep up with the instructor. All I do is I show you the positions, and I demonstrate them, and I do them. You copy them, but I'll show you modifications. So, for example, let's say we're doing the slow burn push-ups. You don't have to do the push-ups. You can just stay in the plank, so with your back straight, with your arms down, stay like that. You're still working your chest and your shoulders and your back. If you do go down for the push-ups, you could put your knees down. You might only manage 1 push-up. That's fine. Next time, again, only 1. Next time you might lift your knees. You build and you build. You get stronger and stronger at your own pace. And I'm there to make sure that you do that at your own pace and that you can see all the modifications, how to make it easier for you while still a little bit challenging. Because this is lots of little challenges that you set for your body, little balancing challenges, things like that really turns on all these muscles, especially in your core, that starts you working those muscles without even knowing you're doing it. So you're working your abs without even doing sit-ups when you're doing these slow burn push-ups, for example. So moving on, what do you need for one of these classes? You need, firstly, a great attitude to give something a new try, obviously. But you're also going to need a yoga mat. If you don't have one of those, then maybe another kind of exercise mat or maybe a beach towel or something. But I do recommend you get a yoga mat as soon as you can. They're $4.99 at Home Bargains in Farnworth. They've also got loads of them at the Burnham Park Home Bargains as well. You're going to need a heart rate monitor, but that's not essential straight away. The most important thing is that you get started. The heart rate monitor is just to make sure that you're in your fat burning zone. Everyone has their own fat burning zone. I'll help you figure out what that is. It's really, really easy, but it helps you get there. Now, having a heart rate monitor is like driving a car and being able to see what speed you're doing, because you need to be in a certain zone to get the maximum fat burning benefit. Because if you work too hard, it's actually not so good for you. You have to back off a bit so that you get back into your fat burning zone. I recommend you bring a bottle of water. I'm not sure if all the venues there's going to be water for sale, so bring your own water. Bring a towel for sweat, because you're going to sweat some. And wear a headband or something like that if you fancy. That might help for the sweat. You will be barefoot, so you don't have to worry about particular socks or special shoes, nothing like that. And what do you wear? Well, I wear things like vests and I wear shorts, but because I'm wearing shorts, I don't want to be showing brain when I'm doing some of the moves, so I wear kind of tight-fitting boxers, nothing too loose and dangly, if you catch my drift. So make sure you wear something comfortable, loose, but doesn't show too much, if you catch my drift. And the other thing is there's no loud music or anything like that, so if you're sensitive of hearing or whatever, there'll just be the people next to you grunting and groaning, and me shouting, encouraging you. So why are the lessons free? Well, while I'm in training, the lessons are free. I'm going to be the first qualified DDP yoga instructor in the UK north of London. I might even be the first altogether, depends on this other guy, how well he's getting on. So, the reason they're free is because as soon as I'm qualified, then I've got room hires to pay for, and I've got insurances to pay for, things like that. So then I have to charge you. But while I'm in my training, you get to benefit because you're helping me just as I'm helping you. So it's kind of a nice symbiotic kind of relationship where we're helping each other. Now, the other thing to mention is when you get here, you'll be filling out a little thing just saying who you are and that you understand the lesson is free and that I'm in training and that you kind of participate at your own risk. I do ask everyone with any injuries or anything like that lets me know, because then I can help you modify all of these perfectly safe moves to make them the best, to not only support any injuries you've got, but also to help support those muscles and help them getting stronger. Remember, this was designed to repair broken bodies. The fact that the weight loss comes, that's a pure accident. That's all I've got to tell you, really. I do hope to see you at my lessons. Come along and give it a bash. You may have tried yoga before, but this ain't your mama's yoga. This is DDP Yoga, where you're going to have a kick-ass cardio workout, as well as increasing your flexibility and increasing your strength. And when you feel more flexible, you feel younger and healthier. So come along, and I will see you at one of my next lessons. Cheers.